guys, this is Yolanda Recinos with Harcourt Island Real Estate, and I'm super excited today to be with Tony Huynh, who is the owner of Pho Company. He was actually one of the first Vietnamese restaurants that opened up here in Kapolei. And Tony, tell us more about your story. What made you get started, and how long have you been? How long has your business been open for?
Hi Joanna. Hi everybody. Yeah, so my name is Tony Huynh. I'm the owner of the Pho Company Vietnamese restaurant in Kapolei. Actually, we're originally from southern Vietnam. We came here in the early 90s. So I started my business since December 16, 2006. Until now, I am the first Vietnamese restaurant on the far west side of Oahu. I opened this restaurant because we have the family history of on the food business. My mom is a very good cook, and my wife is when we just moved here, my wife worked at Kapolei Sandwich. She's a cook in there too, and so when we settled down everything. Our financial already set up, so we decided to open a restaurant to serve a customer on the west side of Oahu, which is Kapolei. And since then we just move on. At the beginning, it's kind of a little tough for us because no more pho, no more Vietnamese restaurant down this side. People still don't know much about Vietnamese food. So it's hard time for us that we have to educate people to know about food, to know about culture, and try to get customer in. And fortunately that we did it, and then customer keep coming and support us, and so on until now. But the pho, the beef Vietnamese beef noodle soup is very well known. It is a well-known soup that around the U.S. I think, even those in mainland, people very well known about pho. So it's not very hard for us to educate people, because people just get into it very quickly. And then since then we get a lot of foot traffic and a lot of customers to support us from there. Yeah, and also we service some local dishes like barbecue chicken, Kalbi beef, and some other popular dishes, local dishes. If you don't mind, go to my website at phoandcompany.com to check it out. And also that I would like to let the community knows that recently that we just do 150 meals that donate to Kaiser Mauna Loa. Just recently during this pandemic, we just help out for those people on the front line. Like I said, we're here together and helping out.
That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you for that. Thank you. That's amazing. Something. But what would you say is like an authentic dish that you would recommend to someone who's never tried your food before?
Yeah, we opened this one. What we call this pho. Pho, that means a beef noodle soup. It's a single word, but translate to a long. The pho is just a single word, right? Simple, very simple in Vietnamese. But when we translate to the English, we call beef noodle soup. So because we serve that, we cook the soup with the beef broth, with the beef base, and we serve with all beef and noodle. That's why we call that the beef noodle soup. And that's one of our main dish over here. Besides that, we still have some other traditional food in Vietnamese, like lemongrass chicken. We get curry, we get chicken curry, we get spicy beef noodle soup, and we get the beef stew, that's our traditional one. And the Oxtail Pho is just the creation from the pho soup. Typically in Vietnam, there's no oxtail soup. There's no Oxtail Pho, I mean. So since over here, the Hawaiian people, the local people over here, the oxtail is very well known to them. So we created the Oxtail Pho to serve our customers.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So what do you What do you like about being in the Kapolei location? Because you have 2 locations, correct? Here
Yes.
in Kapolei. What made you choose Kapolei versus a different town?
I decided to go Kapolei because there's no Vietnamese restaurant in Kapolei at the beginning. So I just, because of that, so I decided to go to the far west to open the Vietnamese restaurant to open to the public, to the people in the west side. And I know that there's a lot of family or customers, they know about pho, they know about Vietnamese food, but every time they like to eat, they gotta go all the way to downtown or west else, like Pearl City or I-Air or somewhere. It's too far from it, inconvenient. So that's why I decided to open on Kapolei, so get the people on the west side more convenient to come.
That's great. And do you have your whole does your family help you here at the restaurant? Who's the main chef? Do you cook?
Yes, I cook some dishes, but most of the time that we get help. And my wife she's a cook. She makes most of the dishes too. So and this is a family business. It's a family restaurant. So we're gonna be here. Me, my wife, my daughter, my son-in-law, and some nephews is helping out. And we hire some people, but mostly family business. Yes.
That's great. That's great that the family helps and supports. So do you think that it's eventually going to be passed down to your daughter and so forth?
Yeah, eventually I'd like to do that too, but it's up to them.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. If they found out that that's a good way to do to build up the foundation of the family, I don't mind. I
Yeah.
don't mind to pass on.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so far, have you been loving the process being here in Hawaii?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love people in Hawaii.
That's great. That's great. And now my last question. With all this COVID going on, how do you feel it has affected your business? Like, what are you guys doing different? Because I see that you guys are open. A lot of restaurants are still kind of not open. They're only doing takeout. What changes did you guys do to help make people feel more comfortable to come and dine indoors? Like, because you are open, correct?
Yes. Yeah, during this time, it's difficult to everybody. It's not only me or my family. For everybody, it's not only the business either, to the people, to the customers too, because everything shut down. People no more job. We try our best to stay and help out the customers to service the customer food that they need during this pandemic. The heart, we open for dining, and we just we try to follow the guidelines as much as we can. As you see that, the camera cannot swing around, but in my restaurant, all the chairs I put away. I put only half capacity of the restaurant. So the table is 6x4. I stick at 2, and I stack the other table. Make sure the 6 feet distance, and I put hand sanitizer. Make sure that all my employees and my help over here gotta be wear masks. All time when it's serving customer, and I just tell to everybody that we all get hard time, but I try my best. Plus my all my family help, manpower in the family. We try to stay open to serve the customer on the west side as much as we can, and I hope that we are together to get through this.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm very happy to see that you were able to make it through these hard times, because we have seen a lot of restaurants that closed down. I live closer to your other location, and I was very happy because I have to admit, at the very beginning of COVID, I was really sick, and your soups helped me because I was ordering your pho soups a lot. So I definitely love your food. Before we go, how can the local community reach out to you? Do you have a website, social media? Do you have anything like that you want to share with us?
Yes, I do have a website. that if you can reach us at phoandcompany.com. We have the Facebook. I don't have any Instagram, unfortunately.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
I get the website. Yeah, phoandcompany.com.
Awesome.
Yeah, and our phone number over here in this new location is 808-674-1828.
Perfect.
And our original location at the Old Kapolei movie theater is 808-692-9833.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I am so honored, and thank you for allowing me to be here with you today. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Yolanda Racino's real estate agent with Harcourt Island Real Estate. And make sure you check us out on our local community page at parkbench.com/Kapolei. And if you're a local business that would like to be featured on our site, definitely hit me up. Thanks so much, and mahalo.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jolanda.
You're welcome.